Today on the newscast is a weekend attack on Iran's nuclear sites. It's happening soon. Get all the breaking details next. Hey folks, welcome to the Curious Past. We've got some potentially major news to share with you today about Iran and its nuclear program. Before I get into it, just a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you get alerts every time a new video is posted. Folks, we are just days away from what could be a very significant moment in the battle against Iran's nuclear weapons program. We've been telling you about this for months now. The looming possibility of an Israeli strike against Iran's nuclear facilities. And as we've shared with you over the past few weeks, the head of Iran's Revolutionary Guards Corps recently gave an order to build a barrier around all of Iran's nuclear sites. That order was given reportedly in mid-May, and that order included the construction of a physical barrier around these sites, but also an electronic warfare component to these barriers. In other words, jamming signals and creating a kind of electromagnetic bubble. These sites to prevent any kind of drone or remote-controlled attack on Iran's nuclear facilities. Now, why do you think that is? Why do you think the Iranian regime would suddenly take this step after all these years of not doing anything of the sort? Well, because they know something is coming. They know that Israel is preparing to strike, and they are trying to do all they can to prevent an Israeli attack on these sites. But will it be enough? Well, a top Israeli defense official said today that Israel has several means to get around any kind of electronic warfare or other obstacles erected by the Iranian regime. He did not elaborate. But folks, I think we all know that Israel has some very advanced capabilities that it can employ to overcome any kind of electronic warfare or other obstacles that the Iranian regime puts up. What's interesting here is that the head of Iran's Revolutionary Guards Corps gave the order to erect these barriers on May 17th, a little over 2 weeks ago, and yet the order apparently was not carried out. There are reports that it's still ongoing. These barriers are still being constructed around Iran's nuclear facilities. So why the delay? Why isn't the Iranian regime rushing to complete this project? Well, again, I think it's pretty obvious. The Iranian regime knows that an Israeli strike is imminent. They don't know when it's coming, but they know it's coming soon. And that's why they haven't completed these barriers. They're striking a very delicate balance right now between, on the one hand, erecting these barriers to try to prevent an Israeli strike, but on the other hand, not making it too obvious and drawing attention to these sites. They want to keep things under the radar as much as possible. So, they're moving slowly and deliberately to construct these barriers. So, could an Israeli strike come this weekend? It certainly looks imminent, folks. Israel has reportedly told the United States that an attack is imminent. And if indeed the US is going to carry out its threat to pull out of the misbegotten Obama-Iranian nuclear deal, then an Israeli strike could come at any moment. It looks like it could happen this weekend. Keep the situation in your prayers. We will continue to keep you updated here on the newscast. Thanks so much for joining us today. Until next time, God bless you, and remember, never hold your peace. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the newscast. If you enjoyed this episode and want to see more, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. Click subscribe and tap the bell icon to turn on notifications for new episodes every weekday.